Hello. Welcome to the Aviation Business Series. Aviation Business Series is an interactive platform for every aviation professional, for every aviation stakeholder, and for every business person that is connected to the hospitality sector. Have you considered having access to proven business solutions? Have you considered adding more expert knowledge to what you think you already know in the hospitality sector? What about hearing the other success stories to help you find your own unique story? Well, if all the above is checked and more, then Aviation Business Series is the right space to follow and interact. We will have a combination of journeys, expertise, and success areas that will complete our holistic growth. For more details about our specifics, check the About section of our Facebook page. Don't forget to like, to follow, and share. I'll see you soon. Stay safe, stay real, and remember, ignorance is not an option in life. Bye.
Hello to everybody. Amazing day. It is a great day always to come to you to speak and for us to interact, as I always say. Today is the 6th of the 6th month in 2020, so 662020. It's an interesting date. But my name is Lady Vera, and this is Aviation Business Series. I'm very glad to be coming your way today. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Today is a special day because we are moving from just survival into transition. And for the whole month of June, we're talking about transition. Okay, transition into the new relevance. It's an interesting topic. And we want to start off with our first guest. Yes, his name is Mr. Gideon Asare. Okay, give it up for Gideon. All right, he's here. He's at the background and he's getting ready to answer all your questions. Wow, who is this man and why do we have him on the show? Mr. Gideon Asare is the MD of Adansi Travel since 2013 up till now. He's not only the MD of Adansi Travel, he's also the Director of Business Development for Pacific. He is also a lead business consultant for Dusty Consult Limited. That's not the only thing. He is also a family man and he is able to support a lot of SMEs to start up, to develop, especially in terms of technology. So he's the right person to tackle this topic. What is the topic we are tackling today? What is the topic that we are tackling today? We are talking about what the new aviation means. That is exactly what we are talking about today. We want to make sure that we understand what this new aviation means, what is expected of us as stakeholders, what is expected of us as travelers, and we are able to answer questions that would help us to transition into the new relevance. Mr. Gideon Asare holds a BS in Natural Resources Management. He is also having a graduate training certificate on HR and strategic management. He is also having a diploma in leadership and management from the Harvard Business School. And from IATA, oh, so many. So he has a diploma foundation travel. He has a diploma travel and tourism consultant. He has a diploma travel sales and operations. He has a diploma managing travel businesses. Wow, wow! I told you this man is loaded. So you have to understand that he is very very loaded. Aside that, he's also into an association, so he's a business associate for Amiga Global LLC. And even in our own homeland, Ghana, he has been awarded before. Yes. Aside this particular award, there are so many other awards that he has been given. Among them is the Ashanti Regional Best Tour Operator 2014. Help me welcome Mr. Gideon Asare. Hello, Gideon.
Hello, Vera. Nice to be here.
Yes, same
Uh,
here.
met so many accolades. I hope it doesn't scare your audience.
So I this even this one is a summary. So
No,
if we were supposed to open now,
I wish you don't go into
I shouldn't go into details.
I wish you don't go.
Oh, all right.
Uh,
Okay. Gideon, how are you feeling today?
yes, I'm okay. Um, Streaming from Kumasi, so it's good to see the family again, and it's been good. It's been good.
Great, great. So since the lockdown, have you been in Kumasi or I mean recently?
No, we decided to straight go by the lockdown. So we've been in house for more than 2 months. But the family needed the fresh air. So since we cannot travel out of the borders, we decided to come to Kumasi for 1 week. So we came Sunday and we'll be here. Unfortunately, I didn't come with my shaver, so you can imagine.
Now, I think the new normal is people have to be patient.
The one reason why I'll come back to Accra sooner than I plan is to come back to Accra so I can shift.
Oh, Gideon. I mean, things are happening. This COVID-19, there's so many new normals. So, I mean, we understand. I'm sure my viewers understand. Yes. So we understand.
Maybe,
Welcome again to Aviation Business Series.
yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Great, great. So I know we've heard a lot of the impact of this COVID-19 on the tourism sector, on the hospitality sector, and I mean we've seen the figures, a lot of people losing their jobs. I mean travel restrictions, there's no business. How do you feel about this whole situation as a person and as a company at Dancy?
Well, it's very unprecedented. Um, nobody anticipated this. Um, I remember in March, early March, we had this program from Dubai. They came here, um, and then I joined them in Lagos, and there was so much hope that this will not even spread to the world. And personally, I had bought my tickets to send a group to Las Vegas in March 25th. And all of a sudden, I had to cancel, and the group had to cancel the trip and all that. So it's been really sudden, and most of us were not really prepared for this kind of um, pandemic. So
Mm.
it wasn't a welcoming news at all.
I think as a business, we normally prepare for risk. I know, but I think this particular level of risk, this kind of like level, we didn't anticipate it. I
Not
think
at all.
that's what, yeah.
But
But aside it happening, what has been the new normal for you? Is it that the borders have been closed that is so bad, or the whole airline system off, the whole tourism site off? What is that which has really affected you?
well, the impact has been great. I must say, from the perspective of Adanse, we've lost huge sums of revenue. Um, in May, we were going to host Indiana University, which we hosted them last year, and they come and spend like 28 days in Ghana. We take them around Cape Coast, Kumasi, Accra, and their business is worth about $100,000 when they come around.
Wow.
So we lost that business, And our international trips, to we had about 6 trips that were planned, with over 1 million Ghana cedis already paid by client to us toward that trip. And the volume of that trip, about 6 trips, the volume was about 3.5 million Ghana cedis volume of trips that we are going to have during the second quarter, that is April, May, and we lost everything. Um, Few, we have to pay refunds, and so to us, we estimate our revenue loss to close to 10 million Ghana cedis for 2020. And talking about the airline industry, I read that the airlines that are flying, they are going to lose close to $400 million up to now. And even if the borders remain closed up to 30th June, they will lose additional $100 million. So in total, they are losing like close to 500 million just first half of the year. So you can imagine. And IATA also estimates worldwide loss to airlines for about 314 billion US dollars. So you can see that the impact is, and when you say this loss, we are talking about people, because people work in this airline industry, they work in the travel agency. So when we are losing the revenue, it means we are not able to take care of them, and it's going down to affect the households worldwide. So the impact of the COVID has been very, very great.
It's very true. I mean, the figures are huge. And I mean, I'm just sitting here feeling the amount of money that is going down. Not because it's an intentional thing, but it has happened. But I believe that your partners are able to support you, right?
Yeah, as much as they can. But in our business, this is where your partners are also losing. So, but direct airlines, at the hotels, and they're also losing big. So it's like everyone has to find a way to survive. And then when restrictions start easing, we can see how we can strategically leverage on our partnership and recover.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about Adansi itself, because I really want to know what is happening with your own people. But tell me a little bit about Adansi so we know some more. Yeah.
Okay, so Adanse, as the name sounds, Adanse is, some call it Adanse, but Adanse is a name that connotes with the people who live in and around Obuasi. Um, so it's our name really helps us to see our history or where we started from. So back in Obuasi, where I was residing, I don't come from there, but I was residing there, doing other business, and we had the idea to start the business of travel. So we pick a name that relates with the people there, and that's why we pick Adansi. So that was 2013. We started in
Okay.
2013 in Obuasi. I started with a group of friends, and all the friends, we are still friends. We formed the core of the Adansi management team, and we knew ourselves before the business. So even in this pandemic, we still have a lot to relate to. And so I must say, the initial plan was to serve the Anglo Gold market because that was a very huge market there. So we set up the travel so that we could provide travel services to the staff there. But then, as soon as we finished set up and we started operating, the mines went down. So in 2014, the Anglo Gold shut down. So it was difficult for us. But then we manage our way through to use other technology to be able to reach customers from Accra and other places. And in 2016, we moved to relocated the business to Accra. We
Okay.
had a very strategic partnership with Joy FM, and that partnership has been very good for us. And I must say, use the platform to thank the management of Joy FM and multimedia as a whole. Um, at the time they formed the partnership with us, we had not even secured an office in Accra. We are still operating
Mm.
from Obuasi. So we are a very tiny business with a staff of three. Myself,
Mm.
my wife, and one other staff. We are just three. But they had confidence in us and partnered with us, and we were able to deliver on our promises. And um, our I must say now, a lot of people who are thinking of traveling for holidays, they normally think Adansi first. So that is a bit of our history.
Okay. I like the way you are able to remember how you started up. I mean, there are a lot of people watching us today, and they feel that before they can do something big, they have to get a whole office, get a 20-member team before they can actually start their business. And that kind of mentality affects them from starting. But you started with your wife and one other person, you were three. Still, with quality service, Joy FM was able to come in and say, do this job for us. And you delivered.
Yes, so it doesn't need to start big. You had to start small. The number of clients we process now or before COVID, if we had not gotten the experience of starting small and processing small numbers, you wouldn't able to handle it. So you could start big and you get the demand. And if the demand comes, what experience do you have to provide a service? And so
Mm,
it's good that our viewers who are watching, those who are planning to start a business, it's good to start small. And also it's good for them to start alongside things that they are passionate about. I've
mm,
been passionate about travel as a person for a long time. Even though our dancer started in 2013, but my my I would say that I started organizing trips from 2005
okay.
when I was on campus. I started organizing not for financial gain, but just to help. So we organized trips for our Christian brothers on campus to Accra, from Tech to Accra to Cape Coast, and after that, in 2010, I started organizing trips for school children. I was a franchisee manager for UC Mass Education Group in Obuasi. So I had over 1,000 children, school children under my care, and my because I was passionate about travel, I helped these children to see the whole of Ghana. I took them across the length and breadth of Ghana, organizing trips during their vacations for them. So when I started dancing, it was within that passion that
Mm,
that I started with. So even at this time when money is not coming in, the passion is what drives you. Because if
mm,
it's solely about money, then COVID comes and you are not receiving any funds and you fold up. But if the passion is also driving you, then when money is not coming, you will still be able to withstand the pressure. And
mm,
because it's your passion, you can't do away with it. It's what you love to do.
mm.
So you'll still be able to keep up with the loss in revenue and be relevant.
I like the way I say that the passion, because sometimes we have the passion, but all the other things that help to drive the passion, if we don't have it in perspective, we feel that maybe we have failed or we are not doing enough. So, I mean, what you said is very, very, very true. There are a lot of aviation professionals who have the passion, but as we watch Mr. Gideon Asare talk about passion. He started studying this aviation thing for way before he started Adansi Travel. So I mean, we have to definitely go back and do the research, put in the work, and it will pay off. Are you still alone with your wife and your other person, or now what is the employee strength like?
Okay, so by God's grace, we have expanded. Um, in 2016 when we moved to Accra, we were still three staff, yes, and then we added on. So gradually we were adding on. Before COVID came, we were 20 staff. So we moved from 3 to 20, and we were doing a lot of trips. Honestly, we do a lot of trips across the world, and the support from the Ghanaians have been amazing. I mean, you just have. I mean, it's honestly, if you are doing something right in Ghana, people will support you. There are a lot of people who go around say that Ghanaians would like to bring businesses down and all that. It's not a generalistic general case. There are also a lot of Ghanaians when they see you are doing something right. I've felt it. I've experienced a lot of people who go out of their way just to help others. I mean, because they felt that we've come into an industry that is full of a lot of unfortunate quack agents who do people and all that. So when we started to do things professionally, we've received a lot of support from Ghanaians, and we grew our staff strength from 20, and currently we are 19. When we entered COVID, we had a staff that we employed just a month. That is March. He's the only one else. So, but the rest of our team is still with us.
Okay. Okay. So even during this COVID-19, your team, everybody is still with you.
Yes, they are, they are,
What?
they are still with us.
Gideon, what are they doing?
So, yeah, I've
What
noticed.
are they doing?
Yes. So, this is what we did. On In March, when we sensed that this thing is going to happen, lockdown and everything, we I decided to consult every one of the staff to get their input. So um, we did I did a lot of extensive consultation privately with every single staff, including
Wow.
including everyone, every single staff of mine. I took his opinion, and when I put all the opinions together, I realized that they are all willing to sacrifice for Adanse, and they are willing to also sacrifice for one another. So
I
normally,
think I'm losing
the
you.
obvious strategy is to let some go and keep some. But if the staff are willing to sacrifice for one another, why do you let them go? And so we kept them. We reduced the salaries because we are not able to pay. We don't get any income, so we reduce the salaries.
Okay. Gideon, I think I'm losing you. Um, viewers, just give us a few minutes. As usual, you know technology. All right. So before I get back to Mr. Sari, all right, let me share with you a short video telling us about what our new normal will be looking like. So, yeah. So hold on for me.
I'm back now, right?
Welcome back, Gideon.
Yes, Vera. Sorry,
Okay.
technology.
Oh no, technology is
Yes,
the new
that's
normal.
uh,
And I'm sure we understand and my people understand. So we do well to make sure that in case there's any break, I mean we are still flowing. We are still flowing. Welcome back. So you were talking about your team still being together and
yes,
the fact that they have agreed to join the cause to push even as you transition and wait for COVID-19 to be over. Please go deeper into it.
yes. So we 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 are giving them value while staying home. So um, we gave them 2 weeks of rest when we break in on March 16th we had our break, and so in I think first April we had our first meeting on Zoom, and
Okay.
it was very exciting to hear what each had been doing to keep safe. And since that time, every Monday we have a meeting. Every Monday we have a meeting, and um, when it comes to staff, 2 key things we wanted to do is to keep them updated with ensure that they are staying safe. And so Monday provides us the opportunity to see each one of them whether they are safe or not. And the other thing is to keep them relevant. When COVID is over, are they still going to be relevant? Can they still be travel advisors? Can they still book tickets? Can they still be travel consultants? Would they be so? We introduced our weekly group training. So every week they are put into different groups where they work with each other and do presentation on Monday. So every Monday, maybe I'll invite you to one of our Monday presentations.
Sure, anytime, Gideon.
Yeah. I invite guest judges every Monday to join us,
Wow.
and the judges, when they come, they also give message of support and hope to them. So every Monday, the group will do their presentations, and then on the training products that I have designed for them. And we all learn from the presentations, we ask questions, we check on each other, and if there's any product updates or upcoming service, we
Sure.
brief them. So this happened every Monday from April till now. And and in May, what we did was then group, as of now we have grouped them into two. We have the non-working people and then working from home. So we have two set of groups now. We have about 5 staff who are working from home. So and then we have the others who are not working at all. They are at home, and we varied their allowance or based on these categories. And from June, we have we are starting opening our office for because we introduced some new products. So we've started opening an office where one person comes to the office to take care of some inquiries. And please, if you are coming, wear your mask. Otherwise, no mask, no entry to the attendance office. We are observing all the protocols in our office. Also, from we started this week, and a few people come to make payment or to inquire of the new services that we have. So that's what we've been doing with regards to staff.
Okay. You know something that I like, and I mean, when Aviation Business Series team were looking at who to come in and really try to let us understand the meaning of what this new aviation is. I mean, I have been following you because I realized that even though a lot of companies have just folded up, you have decided to change the narrative. So your core business, which was tourism, which was tour sites and taking people on trips, I mean, to every part of the world, has been halted because of the travel restrictions. But you have used this period to kind of understand understand the needs of your clients, understand the needs of your employees, and transition them by developing their skills and talents and even the work that they do, so that by the time COVID is over, they are more relevant in the new normal than before. And that is one of the major takeaways I want all viewers to know, that even though we are all waiting for COVID-19 to be over, if we do not begin to prepare ourselves, by the time COVID-19 is over, you will still find yourself lost. Gideon, am I speaking your
Yes.
language?
Yes, yes. And I'm ready to share. Like, let me share our strategy with you. There are four key strategies that we took. We know when COVID started, if you remember the first speech of the president, he laid down his strategy, and it is I think it was about 5 cardinal strategies. So everything that they do will then fall into it. So if you don't do one or two strategies, it will be difficult to plan. So what we did was that the first one's cost reduction. Strategy one, cost reduction means we operational costs of office. We close down the office. Everybody goes home. We negotiate with staff to bring down the salary. That falls under cost reduction. Client engagement program. How do we make our clients see our brand so that we are still relevant? So every day on Facebook, every day we spend like $5 pushing our brand, not to sell anything. Every day we tell Facebook we want as many people as possible to see Adansi Travels, so they should just get us followers to see. We spend $5 a day from COVID time to now. We haven't stopped. So that is part of client engagement. We also roll out some programs. I must say, Adansi's clients are more engaged than most clients you can ever find. We have them on WhatsApp. We have about 90% of our clients on WhatsApp, 5 different WhatsApp groups. We engage them. We do Zoom meetings. On Tuesday, we do personality profile. We pick one client every week. We get to know the client better. Our sales manager, Sarita, interview the client, go into his business, what he's doing, how his travels with Adansi has been, and other clients have the opportunity to ask questions. Every Tuesday we do this, and we do expert chats. We bring in doctors, we bring in professionals to speak about issues to our clients, and they ask their questions for free. And then we do on Wednesday we do what we call product knowledge series, where we let them know what products, new services we have, and all that. Saturday is a fun day. We do meals on the go and karaoke nights. So meals on the go, we cook with them. We cook with our client every Saturday. So far, we've learned how to cook buffaloes. We've learned how to prepare coleslaw. We've learned
Oh,
how to
Gideon.
do yes with our client. And this is live on Zoom, where they come and we cook together. And we did cheese cake and all that. So it's and then once we are done, we sing. We let those who want to sing. So these programs, it's quite a lot of work, and that is why I want to use the platform to thank my team, my staff, even though they are not on full salary, they are just taking some small allowance, but they spend time to make sure that this engagement program comes on every week. Throwback Thursday, you will love it. Thursday we do throwback. We do almost every day. There's something for Adansi clients to be done. Travel quiz, we reward them with airtime.
Wow.
And so this was our what we call client
Strategy.
program. So by the time COVID is over, they will still know Adansi was not only for their money. but we were
Mm.
for their satisfaction. We wanted them to be happy, and I mean, not only on negative news on COVID, but at least being a client of Adanse, and you have something going with you. The other strategy is how do you generate revenue?
Mm-hmm.
So while doing these engagement programs, you listen to clients. They become like a family. They tell you areas they want to explore. So it helps us to plan our new revenue streams in May. So last month we introduced new services. We introduced new services like work in Canada, resettling in Canada, which is the Canada
Mm-hmm.
Expert Entry Program. We partnered with a consultant resettler in Canada. It's a consultant in,
Okay.
so we partnered with them during this COVID, and
Okay.
we launched that service. And then we partnered with Astolins International to launch Study Abroad program. And then we partnered with Artin Capital, who is also a
Okay.
Canadian company, and we launched Citizenship by Investment program, which was launched just last 2 weeks. And these are three new exciting programs we launched. And we also realized that our existing programs like visa consultation, can we start it now? Yes. Clients were asking us, can you prepare us so that when the COVID is over, you'll be ready to travel? So we launched Book Now, Save Big promo. That was
Okay.
launched last just this Wednesday that we launched that. Book Now, Save Big. So you can book a consultation service at almost like half price of what you used to sell. And then we use this time to prepare you. And next week, Wednesday, we are going to launch Book Now, Save Big on talks. So
Okay.
our talk back because we are in like this topic, new aviation. We are in transition, so we need to offer some promotional deals for our clients as they prepare themselves to adjust to the new aviation that is coming up. So this
Great.
is what we're doing within this COVID period.
Great. I mean, I'm just putting down a few points that you have shared with us. These are very profound statements. These are not just book knowledge, or these are practically done by you and your team, and it's bringing good results. I know on your LinkedIn you've written you are able to do things that we cannot find in the books.
I
So this
I,
is an example
I like doing things that are not in the books.
in the book. So this is a good example. So
People
come
must listen.
again.
I said that's why people must come to the show every week because you host people who come here and share their experience. They don't share book knowledge. So
Mm.
and so we encourage to build with the aviation business service every week so that when people come and share practically what they are doing, I have been picking some few things from your guests, your previous guests, and
Thank
also
you.
other webinars I've attended has taught me so much. Some of the webinars I attend are paid ones. I
Okay.
must say I attend paid webinars to learn from people who what they are doing in elsewhere, and I just pick it and adapt it, and it's working fine here in Ghana too.
Great, great, great. So I would want us to go into the new aviation and some of the expectations we should have moving forward, even as some countries have begun to lift the travel restrictions. I mean, it's a process. It's not easy to just start and just lift the ban. I mean, it's a process. So I want to share with my viewers a short video from the UNWTO. That talks about what we should be expecting soon as we prepare to lift the travel ban. So Gideon, just give me a few seconds. Let's share this video. Viewers,
All
I'll
right.
be back.
Tomorrow sounds good, with its new words, hot tips, and best kept secrets. like local beats, touring bands, and classic tunes. It's the cheer of birdsong, crashing waves, and sleepless cities.
Tomorrow looks good. With familiar faces, colorful characters, and deep blue seas. Like nothing you imagined, everything you dreamed, bright as a canopy of stars.
It's your first flight, first night in town, and setting off at first light.
Tomorrow feels good with best laid plans, the best in town, and the best you've ever had.
Like sealed deals, bucket lists, and being there when it counts.
It's a home away from home.
The thrill of the unknown.
In it together
or alone. Tomorrow isn't a world away.
Stay home for now.
Dream forever.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So remember, we are not doing this alone. All right. So please make sure that you are bringing in your comments, you are bringing in your questions, and we'll definitely make sure Mr. Asare is able to answer them. If you don't do them fast, then he leaves, but we'll still get the answers for you. We just watched a video of what tomorrow holds. This is from the UNWTO. It just gives us how to expect the new aviation. Our guest is still here. Gideon?
Yeah, I'm here. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the video from UNWTO telling us to expect a new aviation, a new hospitality industry. I mean, the food will taste new. The aircraft sitting in the aircraft will be different. Airport transfer will be different. Even the kind of tours will be different. We'll be having some solo tours, some eco-tourism stuff and all that. So what do you have to say about this new aviation?
Yes, things will not be the same when COVID is over. And I must also remark that aviation is bouncing back amidst COVID. So it will not be completely that COVID because aviation is a very dynamic and strong field that we trust that it will revamp. So the new aviation, I think it will be more technology driven and more health and safety conscious than before. So technology driven, I'm talking about more emphasis on online booking. The airlines will push more resources into reaching the consumer directly and cutting away. They want to engage consumers directly to book through their app or their website, and check-in will be close to 100% online. They will encourage people to check in online so that there will be less queue at the airports. However, people have to go to the airport earlier than they check-in will have been done. Formally, when you have done check-in online, you are expected to be at the airport 90 minutes or 1 hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours when you have already done check-in. If you have not done check-in, you are expected to be at the airport 3 hours flights if you are doing international flight. But we expect that to go about 4 hours because of thermal scanners that screen people, and people should be willing to be screened. There will be social distancing at check-in, and when you want to upload our luggages and all that. So it means that people's travel will not be too much comfortable as it used to. It will require us to tune our mind that things are not the same, and then we can adjust to the new comforts of travel. So hotels, even at hotels, they may want to use more of contactless. They will request contactless cards, Visa cards for checking and for payments. So I recommend to the banks in Ghana to start looking at how to issue contactless Visa or MasterCards to their clients, because People is trying to avoid contact, so I need to just show my card at the without me punching on the POS, my PIN on POS and all that. So this will be for the technology part, and for the health and safety conscious part. Airlines are fumigating their flights. They are doing so much to ensure that people travel safely. Some have proposed the idea of leaving the middle seats without a passenger. I know EasyJet proposed that idea in Europe, and others are also supporting. And I must say, some airlines are even giving the opportunity for you to buy as many as 8 seats around you. So if you can pay 8 seats around you, I know Air China in China, they are giving that. If you want to buy the seats by your left, seat by your right, seat by your front, seat by your back, so that nobody sits close to you, you can buy. And all this um, likely to cause price hike. It's likely to cause price hike. So you will still need your agent, like Adansi Travels, to get you the deals in that, because the ordinary person might not see how to get a better deal in travel. So travel agents will have to be relevant in how to cut down costs for their clients, and still travel safely, travel with all the health consciousness that one needs. So that's what I foresee the new aviation. And talking about tours, like we used to do a lot of group tours. I remember in 2018 we did 212 people at a go to Dubai. So we may not do that
In
again.
bulk.
Yes, we will have small groups rather, because our health and safety of our guests is prime concern to us. So Adanse will be doing like 10 small groups of 10, 15, 20 small groups tours. We encourage more of family and individual trips, solo trips, and so that will be the new aviation, new tourism. That until maybe the vaccine come and things will start normal.
Thank you for bringing that up. It's important we have a picture of what is new. I mean, recently I spoke to a client, and he happened to have issued a ticket from one of my partner's friends, and he was actually requesting for a refund because of this whole COVID-19 situation. And before I could go back to educate him, he was like, now in this COVID-19 situation, we are all reading, we are all making sure that knowledge is on our doorsteps. So don't worry if you don't have cash. Make sure that we have the vouchers available and we can use it later on when travel restrictions are lifted. And that is the kind of collaboration as an industry as a whole, we are also asking our clients to do. So even as travel agencies and professionals are doing their part, even as airlines are doing their part, we also want to encourage the clients, our customers, to also begin to follow, be more abreast with new technology, with new directives when it comes to travel, entry restrictions and protocols that has to do with travel inbound and outbound. So Gideon, thank you for throwing more light on this area. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well,
I think our time is up. But this discussion has been wonderful. I don't want to leave. Oh.
I was enjoying myself. So I hope our viewers
So
are.
I mean, I hope so too. Sometimes we get the questions quite often. Sometimes the questions come after the show. So today I think maybe the questions will come after the show and then we'll be able to address them. But if not, we will definitely come back later. We'll call you back, please, because I'm seeing a lot more questions. I will call you back to answer all these questions. Please give us a few words as we sign up.
Okay. So I think the first thing is that the virus, um, when you live with something for a while, you tend to think that it's no more existing. So the virus is still active. So let's all observe the safety protocols that we've been told to. Washing of hands frequently with running water and soap, wearing the mask wherever you go, and also if you're running a business, I'll encourage you to look within the services you provide. What can you start with? Don't sit and think that COVID should be over before you start. It's not going to be over now. It is our new normal we are going to live with. So check within what you can do to start. What kind of collaboration can you do to bring in a new service that will be relevant to your current audience and people who you can also reach out to. So this is an opportunity for us to be dynamic and also to be versatile in what we do so that we can be able to be relevant by the time COVID is over. We are still in there and being a player of the game and be able to serve many more clients. And I want to also thank you all for joining us this evening, and I wish you a good evening.
Great. Thank you so much, Gideon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. It's been amazing. Sometimes when the conversation is so nice, you don't want to close, you don't want to end, but we have to be on time. Although today we have gone beyond our 45 minutes. Pardon us. We just needed to get what this new normal is all about. All right. So we are done for today. I want to thank you for coming on board to watch and to comment and to share and to follow and to like. We really appreciate your comments and your interaction with us. Please, you can send us a message if you want other services that we provide. Yes, please do send us a message. This is Aviation Business Series. My name is Lady Vera. I can't wait to have you next week as we talk about support systems in this transition. All right, so I'll see you next week, same time, 16:00 GMT, same place, Aviation Business Series on Facebook, and I'll see you soon. So as I sign out, remember that we are who? We are Aviation.